Good evening everyone and welcome to Beer Reviews. We've just finished the doing a little review of Nanny State, so check that one out if you want to see what I thought of that one. But I've washed the flavour out of that one out of my mouth and I've gone from alcohol free to alcohol full. Yeah, that's how I roll. Mixing drinks. This wonderful little beer here was donated to me by Wapping Brewery's Angus. He is just a guru. You have to go to the Baltic Fleet down in Liverpool on Wapping, the road Wapping down kind of goes down the water, the river banks of the River Mersey, just kind of back from the River Mersey. It's major road anyway. The Baltic Fleet on there, in the Baltic Triangle, where you've got Mad Hatter Brewing Co., there's the Camp and Furnace, the Baltic, anyway, there's a bar with the name Baltic in it, and also soon to be Liverpool Craft Beer Co. are going to move there as well, with a potential new name, in theory. And then you also have the Baltic Fleet, who have Wapping Brewery, which is based underneath the Baltic Fleet. It is just the tiniest place, you can barely stand up straight in it, and it's been custom made and crafted, not by Angus but by his predecessor, who's built this entire place and fitted in bespoke. Everything is handmade and hand bespoke. It's the most magical alchemy sort of place. It just, nothing looks like it should work, but everything works. And some of the beers that these guys produce are amazing. They've got a really small, I think it's 4-barrel off the top of my head kit, a bit of room for manoeuvring, playing around. They serve it in the tap room upstairs in the Baltic Fleet, which is nice. Well looked after, nice and clean little pub. It's a pretty cool place, and my heart goes out and really want to say thank you to all the Liverpool craft brewers out there, all the Liverpool breweries out there who really looked after Alan and myself when we came and did a little tour around, when we did a Meet the Brewer, an Atom Meet the Brewer night at the 23 Club. You were all opened your hearts to us, and it was really nice to see, and I really appreciate it. Particularly this, because this is 4 years old. Brewed in 2010, roughly around this time. I think it was November time, if Angus said he remembered rightly, and it's been cellared, aged literally in the cellars of the pub, and then given to me. This is from Angus's kind of personal reserve. They've got all these old smugglers' tunnels and stuff going down to the dock front that they've now put the casks in to cool and age, and they found these, just randomly found these in a box, as daft as it sounds, but it's an Imperial Damson Stout. Damson's kind of sour, plummy flavours mixed in with a 8.6, I want to say, ABV Imperial Stout. The things of dreams, and the fact it's been cellared for me for 4 years, and Angus himself, as the brewer there, says this is the perfect time. He's been trying them over the course of time since they've been brewed, and says they're just now at the perfect. He'd recommend to drink them now. Absolutely not to have a bottle of this. I'm so excited to give it a shot. I really, really genuinely am, because I really can't wait, actually. So let's crack it open and see what we have. I've got a feeling this one might be a slight gusher because it's been under travel, so I'm just going to open it over here. But no, we're good. So there was a nice little fizz on it, 4 years old, but it's still got a nice fizz. You can just see the CO2 coming off the top of it as well. This one's an unlabelled bottle, but they did do some in labelled bottles. But I promise you it is what it is. Angus himself will probably tell you it is what it is if you go see him. So I'm going to pour out a nice good glug for myself. I've left this relatively room temperature. It's nice and cool. It is November time here. If you're not watching my reviews, watching them later in time. So it's about 8 degrees. Look at that. Look at that lacing. That is beautiful. That's beautiful. Lovely. It's clinging to the glass. Despite the alcohol in it, it's leaving gorgeous amounts of lacing. It's a wonderful coffee coloured head going on. Sorry, like a milky coffee coloured head going on. The beer itself is almost completely pitch black, but there's nice twinges of ready notes going through it. Can you see? No, that's not going to work. I won't even bother. You probably can't see it on the camera, but there is just a nice little ruby twinge to the edges of the glass. Yeah, it looks brilliant. That looks pretty cool. Let's get a nose in and see what we have on the aromas. Ooh. Wow, it has a little bit of smokiness, almost like route beer, smoky, meaty, streaky bacony notes. There's a slight tartness on the nose as well. Like a little bit of a twinge, yeah, tartness. I don't want to say sour, but tart. Probably from those Damsons. And it smells almost like really like stone fruit, dried stone fruits, figgy, plummy. roasty, and this overall smoky bacon aroma. It does smell good. It has a pong on it. Pretty swish. Cool. Cheers, everyone. Let's get a try and see what we have. Absolutely smooth as butter is what I am going to say. That God, that just was like a cascade of velvet on the tongue. Actually, this is the beauty of aged beers. It's mellowed out so much. It's just, I don't want to say buttery, because buttery is a bad thing to say, but just creamy almost. It almost like it's been on nitro, it's been pulled from nitro keg, and that smoothness and effervescence, really super thin bubbles coming through. Wow, it's got chunkiness to it. It's got that fantastic effervescence on the tongue, and on the palate you get this sweet. It almost tastes like a Belgian quad, a well-aged Belgian quad. This figgy, plummy, yeah, stone fruity, raisiny sort of sweetness. Almost, it's not toffee. It's like a toffee. It's like dates, I guess. That kind of datey toffee flavour. Oops. And I get a little bit of smokiness, but very reserved character. And then when those raisiny, figgy plum notes leave, you get this slight tartness, this very slight fruity twinge, almost like a sour cherry note, just on the tongue. That instead of bitterness, you get this kind of slight tartness that just carries it on. I mean, it's lasting forever. The flavours, even as I'm speaking back, I'm getting the flavours coming out of my throat and back into the mouth again. Pardon me. That'll be all the effervescence from the nanny steak coming back up, because that was a nice spritzy beer. The one disadvantage to doing a review of a beer such as this is that they are very, very far. This is 4 years old. They haven't brewed it again, and I very highly doubt that you'll see it again. They do good notes on what they brew. It's just spectacular, actually. It's mind-blowingly good. I am so happy that he gave me a bottle of this. You know, this is what Wapping have to offer. He's brewing some amazing stuff. This is great, and I've been rambling now for far too long. It's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, this. It is bottle conditioned. Yeah, lots of sediment. I know it's bottle conditioned, otherwise it probably wouldn't age so well, but it's fantastic. It really is. It's one of the smoothest Imperial Stouts I've ever had. I love this Damson sour tartness at the end. It's great. It's just aged into plummy, figgy wonderfulness with a slight bit of that smokiness coming out the top of it. There's no hint of autolysis. I don't particularly get Marmite flavours. Perhaps if I leave it for a bit longer, it might get so. But I think it's just at its prime now. Brilliant. I genuinely mean it when I say this is a fantastic beer. It's a 9.5, easily. Absolutely easily. You know I don't give my ratings out. I don't do 10s. It's 9.5's a very good accolade. It's absolutely mind-blowingly good. It seriously is. It's a punch of flavour, but it's so smooth. Great. Yeah, like I said, one of the issues is this is a super rare beer, and I'll never get to try it again, probably, unless I go and see Angus and beg him, please. But there's not very many left at all. So, well done, Wapping. It was fantastic. Thank you for being so very kind and showing us around your place and coming to Meet the Brewer as well. Please go check them out. It's a cool little brew house, the Baltic Fleet, and the Wapping Brewery downstairs. They're cool guys, really are. Angus is amazing. He's like a little magician in the basement. It's fantastic. So please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Tell what you think if you do go to the Baltic Fleet, or if you ever have been, if you've tried the beers. More than this is absolutely astounding. It really is amazing. Well done, guys. And until the next baby review, cheers.